about what I asked you, cousin? Yes, cousin. And the answer is no. It is more blessed to give than to receive. I only need $5. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. $5 is a lot of money, Patty. It's Mom's birthday Saturday, and I haven't got a dime. You know how the family is about us buying birthday presents with our own money. Why did you spend the money on that sweater? I never could resist bulky knits. Huh? Sorry. Good morning, Aunt Natalie, Uncle Martin, Ross.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning, Cathy. Patty?
Hi, group. Listen to your horoscope, Patty. It says you're wicked, stubborn, and hate animals and children.
It does not. Let me see that. Where did you get this?
I traded it for 2 comic books.
You got taken. Listen to what it says about you, Papa. You're a Virgo.
I am?
You're incompatible with Sagittarius, Gemini, and Pisces. Mom, you were born...
I'm a Pisces.
Now she tells us. And all these years we thought we were happily married. According to the stars, we were miserable and didn't even know it. Well, I better get going. I have an editorial meeting this morning.
Today's the 16th. It says here Virgos mustn't drive today, not before 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm afraid the meeting won't wait that long. And even us Virgos have to make a living. Bye-bye.
Bye, dear.
Bye, Dad. Listen to this. Because of the conjunction of Uranus and Venus in the early hours of the day, care should be taken to avoid automobile accidents.
That's a lot of silly superstition.
Meet Cathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Cathy's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bouquets, different as night and day. Where Cathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are 2 of a kind.
Does that feel better, darling?
Natalie, I wish you'd stop making a fuss over me. I mean, it's just a little bump. Ooh. That idiot pulled out from the curb without even looking. And he dented the whole side.
Oh, can I see it?
The side of my car.
Perhaps you shouldn't go to the office today, Martin.
Of course I'm going to the office today.
Papa, it says here that
I don't want to hear it.
it really seemed to work. It warned you.
Now, don't start that again. It's a lot of superstitious nonsense.
That's just what I was saying, but be extra careful today, will you, Martin?
Wouldn't it be wild if this really worked?
Don't you think that if the people who wrote these books knew everything that was going to happen, they wouldn't have to write these books? Excuse me.
Hey, I'm taking a history test today. Would that thing tell me whether I'd pass or not?
How do I know? I don't do this for a living. I just... Got an idea how to get Mom's birthday present. You're not really serious about this, are you, Patty? Of course I am. Everybody's interested in astrology. There's a fortune in fortune-telling. But you're not a fortune-teller. I am with the help of this book. And who's going to pay you for a reading? I'll show you, cousin. Here's my first customer. Susan? When do we go to her birthday party? In November. Right, November 3rd. She's a Scorpio. Boy, is she in trouble.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Cathy.
Are things better between you and Alan?
Has he been talking to you? That rat. And they say girls can't keep a secret.
He hasn't talked to me. I haven't seen him in a week.
And then who told you?
How are you feeling?
How'd you know I had a sore throat?
Mercury is very strong in your chart this month. You have to watch your health. By the way, why don't you wear your new dress tomorrow? You're gonna meet a dreamboat.
I am? Well, how do you know?
Sorry, I have to go now.
Hey, wait a minute.
If you want a reading, I'm available every day, 4 to 6, 25 cents. Bye.
Hey, what's with her?
I'm not sure, but I think she's planning to replace Nostradamus. Boy, are the Gemini's in trouble.
What are you doing?
Playing polo.
Where'd you get all these books and charts?
The library. Do you know? I memorized the whole zodiac chart.
I need some advice.
From your sister or from the stars?
From the stars.
That'll cost you 25 cents.
Boy, you fortune tellers are murder. Okay.
What's the problem?
Well, I'm going out for Little League Baseball. There are only 2 positions left open, pitcher and catcher. I was going out for pitcher, but Scotty Sheldon's going out for that, and he's pretty tough competition.
So you're asking the stars if you should try for pitcher or catcher. All right. You're Taurus.
Taurus?
The book.
Is that good or bad?
Here we are. Taurus. You are sophisticated, a good administrator, and have inflexibility of purpose.
Gee, that sounds like I'd make a great pitcher.
You are a faithful husband, but there is violence in you.
All I asked was whether I should pitch or catch.
When do you have to make your decision?
Friday.
Friday. That's the 19th. Taurus, the 19th. You are standing at the crossroads.
That's me, all right.
But don't be swayed by deceptive influences. Strike out with all your might. Strike out. Sounds like you're going to be a pitcher.
Gee, I don't know how to thank you, Patty.
If you're a satisfied customer, send your friends around. Bye.
Hi, Patty. Are you busy?
Hi, Sue. What are you doing here? Let's sit down.
Can you really read fortunes?
So far, I saved one man's life and another man's career. Tell me your problem.
Well,
don't be nervous. Stars and I are your friends.
Alan and I have been going together for 6 months, see? And last week I found out while I was at my aunt's house, he was out someplace else doing something else, and I don't know what it was.
Anybody home?
In here, Martin. Are you feeling better, darling?
If you're referring to that little bump on the head this morning, it was nothing. Hello? Who? I don't know. Just a minute. Is Richard here?
He's upstairs with Patty.
Yeah, just a minute. Oh, hello, Richard. This call is for you. Don't mention it. You know, those kids are never off of that phone. I tried to call here for 2 hours this afternoon.
I told Fran about your accident this morning, and she said that a fortune teller told her not to take a train, and the next day there was a terrible train accident.
Natalie, coincidences happen a dozen times a minute.
I know. Still, was odd.
Boy, you sure are lucky to have a daughter like Patty. With her advising you, nothing can go wrong. Well, gotta go.
Richard, just a minute. Did Patty read your horoscope?
Did she? She's incredible. She told me an aunt of mine from the north would be coming to visit me to give me some money.
And you really believe it?
Well,
Richard, does it seem even remotely logical to you that dead pieces of matter floating around in space, millions of light years away from the Earth, could possibly have any effect on your daily activities?
Well,
Use your common sense, boy. Now listen, If what Patty told you was true, that would mean that all the thousands of people who were born at the same time as you would now be rushing home because a rich aunt from the north was coming down to bring them some money.
Well...
Now, doesn't that seem ridiculous?
Certainly sounds ridiculous. Well, gotta run. Mom just called to say that my rich aunt just got in from Canada, and she wants to see me right away. Bye.
You know, Patty is just amazing. This is my third reading. She told me I was going to meet this dreamboat, and I did. Well, now I stopped seeing Alan.
I was going to be a nurse, but not anymore. My stars say I'm going to be a model.
You can go in now. Did she tell you anything?
She just changed my whole life.
What'd you say?
Well, you know how everyone laughs at me because I'm so clumsy and I'm always dropping things?
Yeah.
Patty says I'm going to be a brain surgeon.
What's going on here?
Oh, we're waiting for Patty.
You mean you're all lined up here to see the soothsayer of Brooklyn Heights?
She's in her salon.
Her...
Scorpios face a restless week under the influence of Neptune. The only place in the world where things are good for Scorpios is Australia. If you can't go there, the next best thing is to stay in your room.
I will.
I have a patient.
Forgive me for interrupting. I'd like to speak to you if the stars don't mind.
Would you excuse me, please, Phyllis?
Sure.
Phyllis? Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Patty, are you taking money for this?
Why not? I'm getting paid for a service.
Well, I'll tell you why not. In the first place, there happens to be a law against fortune-telling.
I'm not telling fortunes. I'm reading charts.
The term fortune-telling includes reading charts, reading palms, phrenology.
What's that?
Phrenology is the art of telling fortunes by feeling the bumps on people's heads.
That's ridiculous.
Look, Papa, I studied all these books and charts. I know what influences people's lives.
But, Patty, there is nothing to this stuff.
You're always telling me you want me to think for myself. Are you telling me now that because you don't believe in astrology, I can't believe in it?
Well, I didn't say exactly that. I mean, I want you to find out things for yourself.
Then I can go on giving readings?
Well, all right. If these kids are silly enough to listen to you, I suppose it serves them right. But you are not to charge them anymore.
Oh, but...
And that's final.
You've just converted me from a profitable, thriving business to a non-profit charitable organization.
Couldn't have phrased that better myself. Say hello to the stars for me.
Don't catch cold. Done it again. First I predicted Papa's accident. Then Susan's new boyfriend, Richard's aunt. I'm incredible.
And it has nothing to do with the stars.
Well, I must have something. These kids aren't paying me their hard-earned money for nothing.
Not anymore, they're not. Your father put a stop to it.
No, he didn't. All he said was I couldn't charge any money. I'm not going to. From now on, my readings are free. But if anybody wants to make a contribution, I'm not going to fight it. I need your help.
No.
All I need is $3 more to get Mom's birthday present. If you help me get it, I'll give up astrology. Is that a promise? I wouldn't lie to you. Saturn's in conjunction with Mars.
You look great, Kath.
I feel ridiculous. Why does it have to be two of you? Because the money will come in twice as fast. I have it all worked out. With two of us operating, we'll be able to close up shop by tonight.
way, please.
Enter and be seated.
Next, could you step this way, please?
Oh, hi, Patty. I thought you were in the other room. Hi, Sue. Sit down.
Boy, have I got a problem. You told me not to see Alan anymore.
I did. I did.
And Alan asked me to the dance Saturday night. Well, I turned him down because you told me to go with Stanley.
Stanley.
That dreamy new boy I met. Pisces.
Oh, the fish. What's your problem?
Stanley hasn't asked me to the Saturday night dance yet. Hey, I'm not going to get stuck without a date, am I? At least I could always count on Alan.
Alan is a very nice boy. Why don't you go to the dance with him Saturday?
Oh, you told me the stars were against it. He's a Leo.
Oh? Maybe I better check it again. Here. According to your chart, the letter A is very lucky for you this week. And Alan is a very nice boy.
Oh, then it's all right if I accept the date with him?
I would if I were in your shoes. In your stars.
Oh, hey, thanks, Patty. I've been going with Alan for 6 months, and, well, I like him very much. I'm glad we're not ill-fated or anything. Well, now, I know you don't charge anything, but here's my voluntary contribution given of my own free will. Bye-bye.
Come back anytime. And remember, you'll start to lose the sun-moon opposition next week, and then you can swing out.
Oh, you're in here.
Oh, hi, Suzo. Sit down. Listen, I forgot to ask you. What do I tell Stanley? What do you tell Stanley about what?
Oh, I mean, do I just tell him I'm going to the dance with Alan?
You can't go to the dance with Alan. He's a Leo.
But you just told me to go to the dance with Alan.
Oh, why would I tell you a thing like that?
Because his name begins with A.
What does that got to do with it? His name begins with A. That's right. Sometimes that can make a difference. You better let me check it again. Here we go with Leo. Leo. Here. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. A is good for Saturday. Oh, but S is better. You better go with Stanley.
Is that definite?
Absolutely. It's written in the stars.
But Stanley hasn't asked me yet.
Don't worry, he will. Pisces moves very slowly, but wow. Enjoy the dance Saturday.
Thanks, Patty.
The suckers have all gone. There's someone downstairs to see you, old great one.
I think I'll take an astral break. Boy, I'm tired. But it's sure a good feeling to know you've helped people solve their problems. Hi there.
Hello. I'm looking for Miss Patty Lane.
Boy, the word sure spreads. Build a better mousetrap and everyone comes running.
My name is Roberts, detective, second grade.
Detective second grade, huh?
I'm checking on a report that a fortune teller's operating in this neighborhood. I was told you might be able to help me.
As far as I know, there's no real fortune teller in the neighborhood. Can we quit now? I'm exhausted. Why don't you run back upstairs and lie down? Because you and I are going to have a talk, cousin.
That's a very interesting outfit you have on there.
You mean these fortune-telling clothes?
Oh, is that what they call it?
It's a costume for our school play. School play?
What's the name of this school play?
We're doing Fortune Teller by Victor Herbert.
Isn't that so? Oh, that's a favorite of mine. There's a gypsy love song in it. Now, how does it go?
She knows. She's playing the lead. I'm playing the... Yes, now, don't be modest. Why don't you sing the song for Detective Robert, second grade, who's here because someone says there's an illegal fortune teller in the neighborhood? Slumber, my little gypsy sweetheart, dream of the fields and the grove. Can you hear me in that dreamland where your fancies rove?
Well, Well, that's very nice, very nice. Well, I guess I made a mistake.
That's all right. Come back anytime.
All right.
Hey, you know that prediction you made?
What address did you want?
Patty, I want...
Oh, you wanted Patty. That's Patty. If you'll excuse me, I have an awful lot of homework to do.
I'd have sworn that was Patty.
Patty, I think you and I'd better have a little chat. Do you mind if I take a look at your room?
It's an awful mess.
I know. You've been rehearsing all afternoon.
All right. We didn't really mean to do anything wrong. We just...
Well, it's a nice room.
Thank you.
Now, you look like nice girls. I don't want you to get into any trouble.
No, sir. If there was ever any fortune-telling going on around here, I can promise you it'll never happen again.
I believe you.
Thanks. Isn't there a police fund for widows and orphans?
Yes?
We'd like to make a contribution. Hey! Did you want to say something? Hey! What a good idea.
Well, thank you, but why don't you take it down to the station? I'll be glad to accept it.
Fine. We'll bring it down this afternoon.
Good, good. Oh, would you like some advice?
Yes, sir.
Get rid of all that junk under the bed, huh?
I hope you didn't mind about the money. I thought it was the least we could do. I guess so. Boy, that was a close call. Never again. Cathy, listen to my horoscope. Today is a good day for you to start looking for a different career.
Tomorrow is your mother's birthday, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Cathy told me why you were holding those astrology readings.
Boy, she has a big mouth.
So, I was just thinking if you'd like an advance on your allowance, why, the stores are still open.
Do you mean that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Papa.
Couldn't help myself. It was written in the stars.
Hi, Ross.
Don't speak to me.
What'd I do?
You and your Stars got me off the Little League team. You told me the Stars wanted me to be a pitcher. Well, Scotty Sheldon got it.
Boy, this time you really fixed me.
Me? What'd I do?
I went out and bought a $200 hi-fi set.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I was going to pay for it with the money I got from my rich aunt.
Didn't she give it to you yet?
She came down from Canada to borrow money from us. The store won't take the set back, and I've got to work after school all winter to pay it off.
That's terrible, Richard. Susan?
Oh, there you are. Well, I just came to tell you never to talk to me again.
What's the matter?
Well, why don't you ask the Stars?
Not in touch anymore.
What happened? Well, you told me to turn Alan down. Well, I did. Well, then I found out Stanley's going with another girl. And now I don't have a date for the Saturday night dance.
Yes, you do. Why don't you go with me?
She can't go with you.
Why not?
Because Aquarius and Gemini don't mix.
Oh, they don't, huh? Well, just watch.
There's Cathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your